And so we continue the train wreck, which is The Witcher show. Episode 7. And episode 7 continues the glorious tradition of batshit stupid. At what point do people watching this show clue in? The writers have no goddamn clue what they're doing. The show is a train wreck. And you have to be a moron to like. Here's the other thing. How is it that people who hate the Picard show are somehow able to notice all the ridiculous and stupid in Picard, but somehow miss it in The Witcher? It's the same stupid, right? Like, how is it that you can notice all these blatant stupid aspects of the Picard show, but when it's in The Witcher, you somehow miss it? Bullshit. Okay? Like I have a problem with this right off the bat. Okay? I'm gonna try and keep it under half an hour because again, I can't possibly cover all the stupid because it's just not. First of all, it's not worth it. And second of all, I want to keep it under half an hour. And luckily enough, this episode is pretty much another filler episode, yet managed to make sure there was enough stupid and brain-dead idiocy for me to cover. But then again, that's pretty much natural for this show. So, we start off with Ciri walking into a village, and she's trying to steal something, and some random guy goes, "Well, where are you heading, little thief?" And she goes, "Skellig." It's like, wait a minute. What do you mean you're going to Skellig? Why are you going to Skellig? No, seriously. I actually went back to, like, episode 6 to find out, like, did the Dopplers say anything about Skellig or anything? No. So why is she going to Skellig? The show has no idea where Ciri's going, so all of a sudden, she's heading to Skellig because she's got nowhere else to go. They have nothing else to do with her, so she's heading to Skellig. Who cares? Why? And then we get the plot device that Ciri gets the horse from. So then we cut to Geralt, who sees the Nilfgaard army marching, and then the next scene is Geralt in some, I don't know, dungeon of some place or whatever, where he meets Mousak. And we end up finding out that Queen Callanne sent guards to try and kill him. He ends up wandering and figures this all out, and then goes back to Mousak. Okay. So Geralt goes back to Mousak, grabs him right from the neck, puts a knife to his neck, and goes, "If you want to kill me, you got to go through him first." And then, okay, I got to prepare for this. Mousak portals him and Geralt out of there. What? Wait a minute. Mousak can portal. That's what this show has just established. That Mousak can portal. Now you're going, yeah, what's the big deal? I don't understand. Oh, okay, hold on. Now, Mousak can portal, right? Okay. I don't know, what was it, episode 2 or episode 3, where Queen Callanne is dying and Nilfgaard has taken over the castle? Queen Callanne goes to Mousak and says, take her and make her safe, right? Why does Mousak take her through the secret tunnel and then have her ride through the city that's being overrun by Nilfgaard soldiers when he can portal her to safety? This episode establishes that Mousak can portal, so which means that when Queen Callanne told him to go get her to safety, He could have gone, oh, okay, hey Siri, come here. And then they could have pulled out to safety. Do you understand what this episode literally established? The whole Siri getting captured aspect is absolute bullshit. It's absolute He could have portaled her anywhere. She never had to have gotten captured in the first place. This is such insane bullshit. I mean, I don't know where else to go from this, because everything after this aspect in this episode pales in comparison to the level of stupid of this show establishing that since Mousak can portal, Siri being captured because they didn't have Mousak portal her out makes this entire Siri subplot irrelevant. This episode just called out its own show. That's why Mousak portaling is a big deal. So now we get to Queen Calanth, and now suddenly Queen Calanth doesn't want Geralt and she doesn't want to honor the Law Surprise. Why? Because this show has no plot. There's literally no plot or no story, so they have to pull it out of their ass. So they had to go, well, we're going to have it that Queen Calanth changed her mind. She doesn't care about all the bullshit she established in the previous episode. I don't remember which episode it is. I'm not going back to check. Then Queen Calanth says to Geralt, go away, I'll pay you whatever you want. And then Geralt says, I love this line. Geralt goes, I can't be bought. What? Geralt says, I can't be bought. Does the show and do the writers not understand what Geralt does for a living? People buy him all the time so that he will kill monsters for them. He gets paid and bought for as a job requirement. It's like, of course you can be bought. You can be bought for 150 coins to go kill. He can. What was it? The one episode where the demon, which ended up being the satyr or something, right? Hey, Geralt, you can be bought for 150 coins or whatever the monetary standard is, because he gives you 100. Yeah, you are bought and paid for like a cheap whore. So don't tell me you can't be bought. Not only that, why does Geralt care? Like, there is literally no reason for Geralt to even care about Ciri's safety. He doesn't believe in destiny, doesn't believe in the law of surprise, right? Doesn't care about the child anyway. Not only that, the law of surprise in no way obligates that he has to keep her safe. Like, he's entitled to her, but he can refuse. He doesn't actually have to keep Ciri safe. I hate to break this little tidbit of information, but this Geralt has no obligation, no reason, and it's not like he's going to keep her safe, because it's basically, because he ends up going, let me take her, protect her, and I'll bring her back unharmed. Which means we don't know what the Nilfgaard army's doing, so let me take her away from the castle, out of the city, just in case they attack, and after you defeat them, just to make sure she's safe, he's gonna bring her back anyway. So why does he need to keep her safe from this one particular army attack when Queen Calanth said they've repelled numerous petty dictators throughout the years? Why didn't Geralt have to go help them? Because the show and the writers have no goddamn clue what they're doing, have no level of consistency. They don't even know what they're writing when they're writing down the dialogue or the script anyway. Then we go back to Siri, who's still in the village for no reason, and then she buys a pair of gloves with the ring. And it's like, wait a minute, you had this ring before? Go to a cliche general store or a cliche hawk shop or a cliche jeweler and sell it and get money at. What are you doing, show? This isn't like that ring has, again, I don't know, I don't think it really clearly defines the monetary system, but I'm just going to say 100 coins, right? Why couldn't she go and sell the ring for 100 coins or 20 coins or 50 coins or whatever it is, and then with that, buy the gloves and buy food? No, I'm going to give you this ring, which is full of jewels and diamonds and whatever, to buy a pair of... For those of you who are fans of this show, explain to me how stupid you need to be to get past that scene. Well, much less every other scene. Then the woman who has the two horses, I think Clip and Clop or whatever, right? She goes to Siri and she goes, "What's so special about Skellig?" And Siri doesn't answer. You want to know why Siri doesn't answer? Because there is none. The writers have no actual reason why Skellig is special, why Siri needs to go to Skellig. It's kind of like they're literally calling themselves out and then purposely ignoring it because they have no answer. Like with Picard, they basically write themselves into a corner and end up just ignoring it to go along. And then for no reason, Siri steals the horse. So now we're back to, oh god, this scene. Oh my god. So Geralt goes to meet the fake princess. And then starts walking the halls. And the secret door just opens. It just opens. And none of you watching this show had a problem with the fact that the secret door just magically opened for no reason? But it had to open. You know why? So that way Geralt could follow the secret passage to the exit, emerge from the secret exit, so that he could see the fake princess, identify the real princess. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's not even, I can't even establish it's forced or amateur. It's pure shit. This is such pure shit. This is writing for a 3-year-old. Okay? Dr. Seuss books have more intricate, well-written plot than this show. Okay? Like, this is written for a 3-year-old mentality to go, oh, look, he accidentally got into the right time when the fake princess just accidentally finally reached where the real princess is, and he just happened to be at the right time where a fake princess identifies the real, because it just happened. I mean, come on. I mean, so Geralt confronts Queen Calanth, and she goes, I listened to you once, and I let a hedgehog into my court. Okay, this is a small thing, but I had to call it. Yeah, you let a hedgehog in, but you left a human. You also let in someone who your daughter loved and married. He's also the one that gave you a granddaughter that you love. You know, and how did letting I can't remember his name. How did that cause Palvetta to die? If I remember correctly, they died at sea. Why? Did the hedgehog piss off the sea gods? Did Palvetta's husband, who was a hedgehog, somehow piss off the sea gods? And that's why they're I mean, this is so... And then Queen Calanth goes, we have an army and a navy. It's a land battle? I really don't think the fact that you have a navy has any relevance whatsoever. I have a navy. It's a land battle. Then the queen's husband, I can't remember his name, all of a sudden, he doesn't conveniently believe in the law of surprise when he was apparently for it and how you can't cheat destiny. Now apparently you can. Then we get to one of my favorite parts. Now, Queen Calanth wants Geralt gone. He wants him to go away. Okay? So what do? They capture him and put him in a jail cell so that he has to stay? Like, what are you doing? You're telling him, go away. He goes, okay, I'll leave. And then as soon as he's about to leave, they capture him and say, screw you, stay here. And because the show, being the bullshit writers and idiots that they are, realized, wait a minute, we can't actually have Geralt leave. We need him to stay because the story needs him to. Like, this... Oh, my God. Okay, I am bypassing the whole Yennefer bullshit because, first of all, why is Yennefer traveling with a fake passport when, wait for it, she can portal? I love how this show has it that mages only portal whenever the show just needs them to. Every other time, not a problem. And I'm not really going to cover much of Aretuza because most of it's filler. It has nothing to do with it. And not only that, why is she staying? Like she ends up finding out that she was lied to get to Aretuza. Hates being at Aretuza, right? And then what? Not only that, one of the girls that she meets in that she encounters in her old room goes, "Why are you here then?" And it's like, why am I here then? Anyway, hey, what do you know? Like, the show literally establishes they have no reason for Yennefer to even stay there, but they need her to stay there because they need to give some kind of filler of character type. I was just... So now we relive the Nilfgaard taking over Sintra and that stupid arrow scene. And then... Geralt sitting in his cell. Just suddenly gets up, walks towards the bars, and all of a sudden, and just grabs a random guard. The timing was beautiful. But then he grabs a random guard that just happened to have the keys to his cell door. What are you... And then Geralt escapes, right? And then Geralt, what does he do? He takes the secret passage to go into the street. What? Why? Why wouldn't you go search the throne room or whatever to find out, or go to Ciri's bedroom to get... I thought you wanted Ciri. Nah, we're gonna have Geralt for no reason of any kind to just suddenly go into the street and just fighting Nilfgaard soldiers. What is going... And then suddenly, Geralt is back in the castle. How? He like, where the secret exit was, he left that and he starts walking. How did he get back into the castle? What, through the main gates where all the Nilfgaard soldiers are? I don't fucking think so. The show doesn't even have the courtesy to go, oh shit, and then have him turn around and go back in. No, They can have Geralt do whatever they want. They could have Geralt suddenly after the scene of Geralt being on the street killing the two Nilfgaard soldiers, walk down the street. The next scene could have Geralt standing on the moon. Could have Geralt standing on the moon, and you fans of this show are so goddamn ignorant, stupid, boneheaded, screwed up idiots that you wouldn't even question it. Okay? Because if you don't question any of the other absolute bullshit of this show, you could have a scene start with Geralt standing on the moon, and you guys are still so goddamn stupid, you wouldn't have a problem with it. Sorry, I hate to be the one to tell you how brain dead stupid all you fans of this show are, but somebody had to do it, and you know what? I'm here for you. I do this for you. It's just the kind of guy I am. I'm just trying to be helpful. And then we get back to Ciri, and she goes, I should have traded that ring for food. No shit, Sherlock. You also could have traded it for, supplies, gear, any... whatever. Oh, and then it's then discovered that Nilfgaard has a reward for Ciri. And this village, where we have no goddamn clue where it is, just happened to be where her childhood friend, not her childhood, her friends that she played Knucklebones with, just happened to be at this. But here's the other one. The childhood friends go, there's a reward. Nilfgaard has sent out a reward for you. Wait a minute. So there's now a reward for Ciri. How? How? I guess, are there posters, right? Going reward for Ciri? Is it word of mouth? How did these kids know about this reward for Ciri? How does the majority of people not know about it? They're literally pulling dialogue. The writers are literally pulling dialogue out of their ass, not caring that it has any relevance or value, because the majority of the fans of this show don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. And then all of a sudden she's taken over by what? The White Flame, I guess, or whatever, and then the episode's over. Oh my god. You fans of this show are the dumbest human beings on the face of the earth. I'm done. I'm ranted out. That's it for me. See ya.